strongest to the not sure and to the weakest. So top of my list, we'll go to the strongest. I think I'll be looking out for the Canadian dollar. Now, coincidentally, uh, I think the what you call it, the commodity pairs are actually moving quite well at the moment. I guess no thanks to Donald Trump with all his threats and tariff. Now, with the Canadian dollar, you can see that price has gone down. It briefly dips below $70 for a couple of weeks and then it comes back up. And now it has break and retested. In fact, yeah, you can see that it breaks, retested the following week of a very, very strong psychological level. I would say a horizontal level. Price looks to be set to move up. Now, with that being said, I would say that the movement of Canadian dollar moving up won't last very long. You can see that this is a weekly chart, by the way. The overall movement of the Canadian dollar is sloping down. Yeah, so I would say that this is actually a short-term retracement, but bear in mind this is a weekly chart. So the daily traders, the 4-hour traders, the 1-hour traders still have plenty of space, especially the lower time frame. Yeah, so I would really expect price to actually test the $74 level, which is high up here. Yeah, so for me as a swing trader, I would easily, if I trade anything against the cat, strengthening of cat, I would easily get I would say at least a 3-to-1 or 1-to-3. I'm always confused about the way I should say it. Yeah. So the Canadian dollar is the strongest to me at the moment. The next comes in line would be the Aussie index. Now I can Aussie index again, long-term trajectory is actually now I won't say long-term trajectory, the it is a bit messy for Aussie index because it's been consolidating fairly well. Yeah. So you can see that a couple of weeks back, a month back, price has actually tested $60, bounced back up. Now I don't see any significant horizontal level here, so I will actually expect price to travel all the way back up to about $69, $68 around this region. So plenty of space for me to actually ride it up. Next in line is actually the Swiss. Now I have a vague feeling that this might be I would say it's an expired view that Swiss is actually connected to gold, but a lot of people still seem to have this notion. Now, price against very, very, very strongly break 120, dip back down, and then come back again. So I would say Swiss, look in the past, it has temporarily actually break this level. You see that it's back in like what, 2011? Yeah, shoot up, come back down again. So I do expect Swiss can actually go higher, but won't be in this space for long. Yeah, so ride it while you can. Now in the coming weeks ahead, I'm looking for if I'm trading against any Swiss pair, I'll be long Swiss, no doubt about it. But looking at there's a bearish bar the previous week, so I'm waiting for some kind of higher low. Yeah, a retracement movement. When it's over, then I'll be happy to jump in. Yeah, so I'll be a bit careful with this. But or otherwise, if you're going to trade this pair, just put your stop loss further away. Yeah, so that you'll be safer. But no doubt, I think it will actually travel higher. Now, then followed by the next three pair, which I'm not so sure. The first one is actually dollar index. So I marked the dollar, the euro, pound, which is I'm not too sure where it wants to go. Now, technically speaking, dollar ranging, break 100 level. Can it go lower? In the past, it definitely did go lower. But I would further wait for price to actually test the $100 level and give it a week or two, let it test the $100 level. And if it's a failed test, that means it wants to go lower. Simple as that. Otherwise, it might just break back. But this might be a false break and goes back up. Yeah, so for time being, it is not entirely sure. Now, from what the price action suggests, I think the daily and 4-hour trader might want to stay out of this. But the lower time frame, the 1 hour and below, I think you'll still have a fairly good chance of trading back to the 100 for just the following week, and then you must exit the position. So this is a really, really short-term position. But otherwise, just wait it out and wait till the dollar gives us a clearer position. Now, same thing, euro. Not entirely sure where it wants to go. You can see that price, quite erratic movement. I don't see any. I don't see as a range or a trending chart. Yeah. So the moment price actually broke the 110 level, it shook up fairly fast within a week. And then again, a strong rejection. Now, this might be a potential double top forming. Double top means that it's a rejection of highs. It might shoot back down to the 110 again. Now, when I say this, yes, visually I can spot there's a horizontal level here, but against, I wouldn't really bet against for or against euro currency at the moment. It just isn't entirely clear to me where it wants to go. Now, if I'm going to trade euro, my money will be short against uh, back to the 110 level. It is I would say it's not a very short term play. Probably give it a 2 to 3 weeks play. Yeah. But disclaimer, again, I say I'm not too sure. Now, pound, very similar outlook with euro. You can see that previously ranging nicely, force break, come back down, break again. I don't really know where pound wants to go. In the past, definitely it has break above this level, yes. So comfortably saying it may go up to the 140 again. So until it gives me clearer indication where it wants to go, if it's going to go higher, I'll wait for the pound to actually form a higher low, which is around this region. As long as I see a low test bar, an engulfing body of sorts, then I'll be more comfortable trading the pound to the long side. Yeah. Barring that, I don't really want to touch pound at the moment, simply because although we may see a rejection over here, it is as a 4 hour trader, as 4 hour swing trader, there's too short a distance for me to do anything. Yeah, so I'll rather just stay out of pound for this week. Now, Kiwi on the other hand, you can see that price broke below the $60 level. Oops, very nice bounce off the horizontal level, come back up to $60, and now it seems that yes, it did break higher. It actually did get up. Yeah. So there's two forces that is aligned with my outlook that I'm going to short Kiwi because first thing it get upwards, I'm always looking for price to close the gap. Yeah. So that is a very short term play. But on top of that, because the $60 is a very strong psychological level, and this is a very nice looking high test bar, I'm waiting for price to actually trade below $60 level. At minimum, trade back up to $58, or better still, down to all the way to 56. Yeah. So I have very strong feelings that the Kiwi will continue to go down its downward trajectory. Last on my list for short is actually yen. Now, at one glance, you can see that $70 is a very nice level for price to actually break, touch and go, touch and go, touch and go, touch and go. So you can see that previous week, price gap up, close the gap, and push it down. Yeah. So I'm waiting, not that I'm waiting, I'm just going after any yen pairs for me to short back, uh, at least down to the $67, if possible, down to $66. So with that, let's have a look at some of it that we can actually have a play at. So top of my list will be CAD and Aussie. Bottom of my list will be Kiwi and Yen. So naturally, I'll be pairing CAD Yen. So let's see what we have here. So CAD Yen, 1 hour chart price has started moving upwards already. So we are still in a very early stage of the uptrend. Yeah, you can see that price broke previous high. I'm just waiting for a retest of the previous high. I'm happy to go long. Yeah, this is a very simple, straightforward setup. So against the next one that I'm looking at is Kiwi CAD. Kiwi, I'm going to go short. CAD, I'm going to go long. Oops. So Kiwi on the 4 hour chart is consolidating. Now, when you see price is clearly consolidating, range movement, don't ever trade in the middle of the range. It's a very bad idea unless you are employing another sort of trading system. Yeah, management system, not trading system, risk management system. But otherwise, I will just patiently wait for the Kiwi CAD to actually go up to the high, the extreme, and then I'll just short it, partial take profit at this level. Yeah, in a range, it's always good to partial take profit at the extremes, or just slightly higher up. Long-term view, again, I would expect Kiwi to weaken. So partial take profit here, break and retest, and I will scale in another position here if it's possible. Yeah, you can see that Kiwi Cat, it has potential to actually go all the way quite low. Now, I will say potential, but as a technical trader, I'll just wait out for the setup to happen. Aussie yen, now very, very similar to CAD yen position, right? So you can see that price move up, move down, move up, move down, break previous significant high, just waiting for a retest similar to CAD yen, and then I'm happy to go in. Yeah, it seems that the previous high position, which is around the 95 mark. Yeah, this is where I would scale most of my position really. Right, this is very, very simple break and retest. Aussie Kiwi, again, I emphasize CAD and Aussie, I'm going to go long. Kiwi and Yen, I'm going to go short. So naturally, Aussie Kiwi, you can see that price previously downtrend, consolidation, break up previous consolidation level. In fact, it has already tested the previous high. I'm just waiting any sort of reversal price action. I'm happy to jump in and trade it to a long side. Yeah. And the last on my list is Euro Pound. Now let's have a look at Euro Pound. Now Euro Pound, because it's in the middle of, now doesn't mean that I want to stay out, that there's nothing for me to trade. So if I stay out, that means I just waiting for price to break, a very clean break of the consolidation level. Yeah, so I don't have a position bias to go long or short. So this is why I say that you can see a Batman, what's his katana? No, the batarang, the boomerang that he throws about. Looks like it. Now, jokes aside, if you mark this as a consolidation box, I'm really just waiting for price to actually just break out of this box, right? So once price break, be it to the upside or to the downside, then I will take a position. I'm not going to take any position at the extreme. I'm going to wait for it to break the extreme. Uh, price is going to, and then price is telling me that, hey, now I know where I want to go, then I will trade it. Before that, because I marked euro and pound, it doesn't know where it wants to go. I will leave it there until it proves to me that where it wants to go. So that's about it. This is how I analyze the pairs, and this is my outlook for the next 1 to 2 weeks ahead. So with that, thank you for joining me, Alexis, today, and have a good trading week ahead. Goodbye.